And I just want to respect you all and thank you also for subscribing to the channel. And yet again here on this cam in Italy, we've got the dark clouds. And also down the right hand side, I noticed 2 minutes ago there was a huge chem plane that went past spraying the skies right in front of the sun. So I'm going to go to another cam now. You can still see that dark shadow, and when the sun does go down, the dark shadow gets worse to the left hand side. I'm going to check another cam for you. This is the White Sands beach cam. You can see this pinkness in the sky, this reflection from the binary twin Nemesis. They're hiding the binary twin. There's another object that's coming up here, and you can see this is a reflection from the sun and the simulator to the left hand side. So it's just keeping an eye on everything really in the skies. I'm going to go to another cam now. This is called the LIKE cam, and this is in Italy as well. Now when the sun is on the other side, the left side of the sun, you're getting this dark reddish patch in the sky. The reflections of this red patch is down on the ground, and everywhere on the ground is very red and it's very creamy colour. It's just like a reflection from Nibiru. Now it's too dark, and we're still seeing these dark patches up in the sky. I still scratch my head and look up at the sky, and I can see here in the UK as well, it's just very, very dark. Very dark for January. And this morning early, all the birds were singing outside. They were like, you know, very erratically, seemed upset. See, the thing is though, the Earth's magnetic field is been affected, and also the wildlife gets affected by this. And basically it's just a situation where we all got to prepare, and these skies are not right anymore. We're getting some huge reflections from the Nibiru system. Here's another webcam that we've been to before, and you can see how dark and how hazy it is. And here, these are not real clouds, these are chemtrails. All these here around the sun, and there's a red reflection. There's something there behind this reflection here. They're hiding it, and sooner or later we will reflect on the sea. They have turned up the simulator, so we're getting this large haze on the sea and all this darkness in the background here, and darkness on the ground. These two people here must be thinking it's too dark, because I would be thinking exactly the same thing. Here on this cam as well, it's too dark. On this cam before, when I've looked at this cam, the cam is normally nice and bright, but it's too dark. They have chemtrailed the whole sky. With chemtrailed the whole sky, you can see this line across the sky. Look how thick it is. These chemtrails, it's just only to hide the binary twin Nemesis. It's to hide these objects up there so we can't get to see them for ourselves. The government know what they're doing, and they've hushed it down for many years, and it's now time for us to now notice that these objects are up there. We're going to keep going and look at the other cam. This is another Italian cam. Now this is interesting. Okay, we've got the object up there in the sky. The sun is behind that object. Okay, that is the truth. They are hiding our natural sun in front of this disk that they put up there for years. It's been up there for years now, being run and being moved by satellites. NASA has done this. Okay, and also you can see the red reflections. Now, I don't know if it's lens flare on the left and the right hand side of the object, the sun, and also, but below we're getting this object as well, this all this haze from the binary twin at the bottom here. You can see the lines here as well. This is all chemtrails. These are chemtrails that are sprayed in the skies to hide the binary twin, and also, I mean, the darkness and the greyness as the sun is in now a silvery haze. I'm going to go to another cam now. It's important to look at all the different cams, because look on the ground, it's dark, the sun is supposed to be shining down. It's too dark, far too dark for my liking. And also I know that you, the subscribers, will notice it's too dark on this image. I'm going to go to another image now. This is another live cam in Crete, in Greece. Now, we can see some moving objects up there, can't we? But that is lens flare, or there's some spider web or something that's on the screen. But what's concerning me is this. this object here. I mean, we've got the sun that's up here, the natural sun, and also the simulator in front of it. But these objects here that you can see are just things that are on the screen there. But this object here is the one that I'm looking at right now. I believe that there's, I don't know what this is. It could be just lens flare, but this is very interesting, this object here. And this cam, you can see the chemtrailing that they've done in the morning skies. Also, there is something else rising below on the horizon, being Nemesis. I believe that Nemesis is there. And here's the dark shadows as well. I mean, this could be some other celestial body. It could be lens flare. I'm not sure. But it does look very strange, doesn't it, being there in the skies? And also with the sun being there, and then you've got this darkness, as if this celestial body is blocking the sunlight to the right-hand side. Something big is blocking the sunlight to the right-hand side. And we see this all the time, don't we, on the cams? I'm going to zoom into this object here, so give me 2 seconds. Here's the object zoomed in. Now, the thing is, though, basically, I've noticed earlier on as well, that when the sun moves, okay, when the sun moves down, this object doesn't move. Now, this object has been noticed on the Mexico cams, and other cams that I've watched noticed through the years. All the lens flare and all the rest of it moves with the sun. Okay, but this object does not move, it doesn't go anywhere. And it's got these lines on it as well that I've noticed on other cams as well. So it's very interesting to see this. So I'm going to keep my eye on this object as well every single day. Now, as I've done this, I've enhanced it and I've changed it in different modes to see if the lighting or the refractions have changed, and it doesn't. It actually reads as if it's a solid body. Now, reflections and things you can see through on different modes, but this here, it's strange. It's got shapes to it that's on the object, like craters or lines. It's very strange. It doesn't move with the sun. Does not move with the sun. It just stays in the sky, and it's big. It's huge. So it's taking note that we're going to keep an eye on this object every time. Anyway, I'm going to go to another cam now, but that was very interesting, and I've seen that object before on the Mexico cams with that oblongish line in the center on the right hand side of it. Crazy times ahead, I'm afraid. Anyway, we're going to go to another cam now. This is another cam in Greece, and look at the skies. It's actress cam. Now look at it. It's just, you can see the red reflections. Okay. Now the natural clouds are being pushed down. All the cams, the natural clouds get pushed down all the time. And you can see that dark patch in the sky. And the plasma coming from the simulator and the sun. And you've got this red reflections from Nibiru. You can see the red reflections. Look on the ground. You can see on the buildings that the red reflections up there. It's very red. On the sea, you can see it as well. I mean, the thing is, though, these cams, as I've said before, they're special, high definition, very expensive cams that get to look out to the skies and also the land. It needs this. You know, if there's danger out in the sea and someone needs to be rescued, they need these cams to watch for safety for the people. So it's just basically very surreal, aren't they? You know, you can see the pink reflections that are coming in now. The hydrogen being burnt from the clouds. And the clouds are far too low. I've had emails, tons of emails of other people that have said that their clouds, their natural clouds in the skies are far too low. They have never seen clouds so low in the skies. Now this is, as I said before, it's because of Nibiru's magnetic pull that's pushing and tugging. It's just the Earth now is wobbling at a crazy pace now. We are being tilted back and forwards, and the media, government, they don't say nothing, do they? We've had information put out on the internet last year about the Earth's wobble. We've all read the reports about it and everything. But now it's all been hushed up, put to one side, swept under the carpet, so we don't get to see anything or even read much about it now. They don't give us fresh information about it. It's all I mean, the thing is, though, with this, what they say, they keep repeating it on the news media every single day. Climate change. What a hoax. What a waste of time to say it, because every time they say it, they just make themselves look more foolish every time. These large celestial bodies are out there. These red reflections are proving it. I'm going to go to another cam. This is the Valletta cam. This is in Malta. This is another part of the world, and you can see here as well the red reflection from Nibiru. This is a red, huge reflection from Nibiru. And also you've got the plasma from the sun. And these chemtrails are doing nothing no more. They're being burnt, as I said before. They won't be able to hold it much longer, because the binary twin will burn right through them chemtrails. And the powers to be won't be able to do any more. And we, the public, will be put in the dark about this right to the end. So I urge, as I said before, is to prepare and prep. You can see on this Spanish skyline cam as well, this is Spain, an area called Barcelona, and you can see here as well, look at this, you can see these grey clouds, these chemtrails that are sprayed in the sky, and it's all to hide the binary twin. This is where the sun will be with the simulator, and the red haze is from the binary twin. The binary twin now will be eclipsing our sun, right in front of it. We will see the skies get darker again as it's going to the other side from our natural sun. The only thing is, though, that Nibiru will be heading our way. So I just urge everybody to keep their eyes to the skies. This is the Thermac Golf Cam, and this is basically in Greece as well. I mean, you can see here as well, you can see this red reflection. It's here on the right hand side, and here we've got this plasma, where the sun is behind that plasma, and these thick coated chemtrails to hide everything. It's very, very dark on the land, far too dark for the time of the day. It's only just 2 p.m. Look how dark it is. Here's another cam that's in Switzerland, and I'm going to move it across to see what we can find here, because it was very interesting earlier on what we could find here. If I can move this across now, you can see these chemtrails, okay, where they're spraying the skies up in the mountains. You can see what they are still doing it over in Switzerland. There is other objects up there. This is lens flare, these circles that we see here, we know this. If I can move this around, if I start from the beginning, I mean, look at this. You can see there's another object. You can see this now. This is another object that's going up in the skies. This red object, I believe to be the binary twin that's reflecting through this thick cloud of chems. It's illuminating, isn't it? And the time there is 8:40 a.m. It's just trying to shift this cam about. You can see that that's moving. I'll go back, it's getting dark. It's very much dark there. But if I play the cam, okay, you can see if it's going to play now for you. As you can see, it gets dark and it gets light again. And there's an object that moves up here. If I can see this now for you, it's going to move now, okay? This cam is pointing northeast. Now watch. There's an object that moves up in the sky, and there we have the sun that comes up after in the chems. So that object is up there 100%. I'm going to do it again so you can see the object, okay? I'll point to the object when it moves. Okay, you'll see the object coming up here first before the sun comes up on this side. So on the right hand side it's dark. You can see the timestamp, and then it's coming up now in the morning skies. You'll see this, okay? It's coming up now. You will see this now. This light source coming. There it is. And then it disappears. And you can see the sun coming up as well. So there is 2 objects in the sky, 100%. I'm going to go to another cam now, but it's just 100% that, isn't it? So it's just time to prepare for this. It really is, because we've got the binary twin with us now. If you could bear with me with this one, because it's quite difficult to move the cursor on this across the screen, but you will see how much chemtrailing they do in Switzerland as well. It's so important we see this, so I'm going to just pull this cursor across and you will see, okay, huge reflection, okay, as the sun's coming up. See if I can try and get this cursor to drag across the screen. No, I don't think I can. So I'm going to see if I can press play on this, okay, and you can see the changes of the sky. Look at the chemtrails, look how thick they spray the skies, and they're spraying the sun. The sun looks square. I'm going to go to another cam now. Here's another cam in Switzerland as well, and you'll see the differences of the sky. I'm going to put it on play, and then I'll rewind it and play it again. You can see the changes, okay? The thickness up there. Look at that blue reflection that we see as well. And also as it's getting dark, you can see now, before it gets light, you can see the chemtrails that are up there in the skies as well, but they spray up there every single day. They're spraying the whole planet. Toxins. There's so much stuff up there, it's unbelievable. I mean, all the poisons. I mean, there's the haze and also the chems. It's every single day we're being sprayed now by these chemtrails. Every single day. I'm going to go to another cam now, and I will be back to you in a second. Here's another Switzerland cam, and I'm going to press play on this cam as well, so we have to see quickly, because these cams do move quite fast. So you'll see the changes of the sky, the pink to the blue reflection, it gets dark. And then you will see the plasma, and basically those chemtrails up in the sky again. These are chems, not our natural clouds. I mean, look at the state of the sky as the sun goes up. So they're definitely hiding something up there. I'm going to go to another cam now, so respect to everyone. This is another live cam in Switzerland. And these adverts keep coming up on the cam. I apologise about that. Oh. There's too many adverts get thrown up in the cams now that we can't see much, but you can see the changes of the sky here, the redness and the blues as well. And you'll see the sun is, the simulator is in front of that sun. It's just there, you know, the reflections coming as well. I'm going to go to another cam now, so it's so evident that they're spraying the skies all over the world. This is the last cam, and later on this evening I'm going to do another video on the cams as well, and see what's going on with the sun, and also other information that's coming from other people. So respect to you all, and just keep studying the skies, because the skies have actually naturally changed, and we have now got these heavenly bodies that have been here before out in our inner solar system. The reflections prove it, and also using that huge object that's up there above our atmosphere in front of the sun gives the game away, where we know that they're cloaking it now. They're using the cloaking devices up there to stop us seeing these heavenly bodies. But the thing is, though, that a lot of people are now starting to see it, because they can't hide them forever. They can't hide them all of the time. So using special cameras, and also monitoring the skies at the right time of the day, early hours of the morning to the evening as well, people are starting to see these heavenly bodies. So anyway, respect to you all, and I'll be back later on with another piece of footage from Matt Rogers.